If it suddenly feels like COVID-19 is everywhere, you're not alone. That's the message many families are sharing, especially those who have children in school or daycare. Tonight, why some feel the provincial government is intentionally leaving them in the dark as a cascade of COVID-19 floods their neighborhoods and into their homes. The painful cough of an 11-month-old baby in Ontario with a confirmed case of COVID-19, leading to a white-knuckle drive to the ER, where the pint-sized patient received multiple steroids to help battle the vicious virus. The message delivered along with this video from a pandemic-weary mother. For many, COVID isn't mild. The pandemic isn't over. Not even close.
I've tested positive for COVID-19.
Sarah McNeil is an immunocompromised high school teacher. She has a 6-year-old daughter with a similar chronic condition. McNeil first spoke to CityNews 2 weeks ago as Ontario lifted its mask mandate.
My daughter, she has viral-induced asthma, so anytime she gets a respiratory illness, the asthma kicks in along with it.
On Wednesday, McNeil tested positive for COVID-19. Speaking to us from bed, where she's isolating from her husband and daughter, McNeil says she's certain she was infected while teaching in a classroom where most students are maskless.
This is something that was done to me. It wasn't something that I did to myself. I went to work. I should have been safe. The government messaging has been that it's safe to take off our masks. It's not safe.
The Ontario government has repeatedly told Ontarians to measure their own individual risk and act accordingly. Meanwhile, many of the tools previously used to measure COVID spread have been dismantled by the Ford government. Absenteeism in schools is far from a perfect indicator. This past Friday, 53 public schools in Toronto reported at least 20% of teachers and students were absent, though how many are absent due to COVID remains a mystery.
Absences can be from COVID, absences can be from fear. Kids can be attending with COVID. So to say that lots of kids are away doesn't necessarily make the schools safer than to say everyone's there, but they're coughing. So it's awfully difficult to know what to make of that.
CityNews asked Premier Ford today for his response to families who believe they've been abandoned by his government.
Well, I don't think anyone's abandoned. We had some of the strictest regulations in the entire world. We expected a little spike. We said that over the last month.
The government's job is to serve people. And to basically say, you're on your own, guys, sorry about it, that's offensive and it's dangerous.
McNeil adds that it's not just a lack of data that's cause for concern. She also believes the Ontario government's updated COVID guidelines are putting people at risk. For example, her daughter continues to test negative, and so she's allowed to go to school, even though each and every day she's coming back to a COVID-positive household. I'm Adrian Ghobrial for CityNews.